Happy video day, guys. Today's video is going to be a top 5 video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 5 foundations slash tinted moisturizers that I have tried in 2020 that I am literally in love with. The reason I decided to dedicate a whole video to the foundation portion is because when I do my yearly favorites, I'm gonna pick 1 or 2 from here to include, but they were all so good that I really wanted to show you guys the top 5. I feel like every single one of these are good for their own separate reasons, so I definitely wanted to share with you guys all of my thoughts on them. I'm gonna be talking through each one of these, giving you guys my entire thoughts. There is so many different things when it comes to foundations. To me, foundations are so interesting because it just depends on what you want to look like that day. And different foundations do different effects to the skin. And I'm going to be talking to you guys about a bunch of different kinds of foundations because I'm not somebody who only wears a certain style. I like to switch it up. I like to have skin-like, I like to have barely there, and I like to have medium. I think the only one that I really don't do often is full coverage. I have a pretty nice array of products here, so that's what we're going to be doing. So if you guys are excited, or if you've never seen me before, hi, I'm Christina Brooke. I like to talk about makeup and fashion. If you guys like those things, maybe you would consider hitting subscribe so that you can see me on your feed again. And if you hit the notification bell, then you definitely will see me show up. So let's go ahead and let's get into this. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. Let's get into it right now. All right, first things first, every foundation is going to work different for every type of skin. So let me just quickly tell you my skin. So I'm in my mid-30s, so I don't have teenage skin. I definitely have a few little wrinkles showing up more than I wish I had, but also my skin gets a little drier now, but I have a combination skin. I get a little oily, I get a little dry. You know, I have a few little things. I don't get Botox on my forehead, but I kind of want to because I get these little lines, if you guys can see. So when you're doing makeup and you have like those little lines, it's a little bit of a pain. So because of that, I'm also a little bit picky with foundations because if they get a little too cakey, it could look a little. So anyways, I've got a bunch of foundations here that kind of fit my skin type. I also have acne prone skin, very sensitive skin. So we've got a lot of fun things to play with here. This is going to be hard for me to rank. So this isn't going to be like ranking because all of these serve different purposes. So I'm just going to show you, and I think what I'm going to do is go from least coverage to most coverage and give you guys an overview of the product. If you guys have watched my Tinted Tuesday series, I started a series this year that I was looking for the best tinted moisturizer. I started trying so many different ones, and I actually found one that I really loved. So after I found the one I loved, I kind of slowed down on that series a little bit because I really wanted to just give time to this one and really appreciate it and see if I really loved it. Because if you start buying more and more and more, you can't use the ones that you liked because you literally have to try another one. You know what I mean? So I started trying a few until I finally decided I think I really love this product. And this has been the tinted moisturizer of the year for me. And I'm going to share it with you guys. And some people might think it would have been a different one, but this is the one that hit the year for me. It is the bareMinerals Complexion Rescue. This is my least coverage that you guys are going to see in this video. I wear it in the color Ginger 06, perfect color for my skin tone. It's actually probably a little deeper, but when it comes to tinted moisturizers, I feel like if you go a little deeper, you'll be a little happier. Because if you go too light, sometimes you can kind of get like a little bit of a whiter cast and it doesn't look as natural. So this color looks perfect on my skin. You guys might have thought that this was going to be the product from Chanel. Now the reason that Chanel did not get into this top 5 for me, because it has fragrance in it, kind of bothers me sometimes. I know in the beginning it didn't, but I started to notice that when I had to pick one or the other, I was picking this one because the other one had a scent. And it was just like subconsciously, yeah, I was picking this product. So I basically know that this was something that I liked more than the Chanel. There's some tinted moisturizers out there, guys, that it literally says tinted moisturizer, but it's a moisturizer with very, very little tint. Like it doesn't really do much, and you could just buy a moisturizer and probably be even better off because you might get some skincare properties. This is a tinted moisturizer that actually does something. It gives you a little bit of coverage. I love love the way that this works on my skin. Now, you're not going to be able to cover, like, if you have a lot of acne, that's not going to work. You might have to spot conceal over your acne spots. Like, this kind of like just evens your skin tone out. So if you have a little redness, if you have like a little discoloration, this is going to help even it out just a tad. It's not going to make it disappear, but it's going to even it out, that you might just feel like, yeah, you know what? I like the way this looks. My skin ends up looking a little bit more luminous, a little bit more lively. I put on a concealer under my eyes, usually a lighter concealer, nothing super strong, and I love the way it looks. And I don't need to put on foundation. I just think that this does such a great job. Actually, lately, I've been pulling this out more, especially on the weekends, because it's not like we're doing too much still, because things aren't that great in Florida, especially with the numbers over here. So we're not doing much. This type of product just makes you feel like that person that wears no makeup and has like a nice complexion. That's what I feel like this does. So if you're looking for something that just kind of evens things out, but it definitely looks like you have absolutely no makeup on, this is what you want to buy. So I'm gonna link a video right up here where I was doing my BoxyCharm unboxing, and I was just wearing this tinted moisturizer on my face, and I think my complexion looks pretty clear. Really love it. And yeah, so the next one is going to be my lightest coverage foundation out of the foundation portion of this video. So that's going to be the new Rare Beauty foundation. I love this foundation. I did not know that I would like a serum foundation. I am somebody who's acne prone. Anything that looks serumy or oily or anything like that, I kind of get like, ugh, you know, I get scared that it's going to break me out, or I'm not going to like it. Oh my God, my skin loves this. My skin loves this. I don't know, maybe I'm lacking moisture in my skin. Maybe that's the problem, but my skin loves this foundation. Anytime I put this on, I love the way it looks. It gives a nice radiance to the skin. The best part, it feels so lightweight on the skin, but it gives you a pretty decent coverage. Like, I would say that it's a light coverage going on medium, but you can build it up, and it just makes your skin look perfect. Like, honestly, I think this makes your skin look so good without making it look like if you have a lot of makeup on. So that's what I really love about this. I think it's because it is a serum foundation, it's able to do that effect, but I love the way my skin looks with this. This is the type of foundation I wear if I'm going to the mall, if I'm going somewhere to meet up with someone during the day. This is what I grab. And sometimes I literally just want to use this because I like the way it feels on the skin. I would totally recommend, if you decide to pick this up, to use it with a brush. Don't use a sponge. The sponge sucks it all away and it doesn't give it the right effect. What I do is I use a brush with this, apply it everywhere that I want, and then if there's little areas that I don't love the way they look, I will go in with a sponge and kind of fix it up. But I love this. I can't talk about this enough. I really think this was a hit product for the year, and you're probably going to see this in my favorites for the year, most likely. All right, so now let's move on to the next coverage. So the next one is going to be this one from It Cosmetics. So It Cosmetics came out with this. This is the Your Skin But Better foundation, and I really like this. You guys can see I'm already creating a little dent in here, and I have got a lot of foundations and I'm creating a dent in this. So now the reason I like this, almost the same reason as the Rare Beauty, it's a very lightweight foundation. It does feel a little bit more like you have foundation on than the Rare Beauty does. But what I love about this is this, for some reason, looks amazing in pictures. And there's something really important to me about a good foundation that looks great in photography. The Rare Beauty one looks pretty good too, especially on camera. But this one here looks good even if I take a picture. Like, there's just something about this one that looks so flawless. Now, another thing that I love about this one is that if you're more mature, you might actually even like this one over the Rare Beauty one, because this one is the one out of everything I'm talking about today that goes into all my lines the least. It just doesn't look like I have something cakey on, and if I have any areas that I have more lines, or if I go like this, I don't feel like, oh no, it's getting into my lines, how annoying. It's actually the foundation I have on today, and if you guys can see, like, even around the forehead area and everything, it's not seeping into lines. It's not doing that weird thing that sometimes foundations can do when you have wrinkles, that it kind of like shows up a lot. This is fantastic for more mature skin, for anybody who has wrinkles. This gives you a light medium coverage. So you're definitely going to be able to build this up. So I definitely think I can get this to a nice medium that to me is full. So I got it in the color medium neutral 31. I will have them all listed down below and the color next to it. And I didn't tell you, but the Rare Beauty one, I got it in 210N. So that is also a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So now we're going to move up one more notch to something that's a little bit more full coverage, and that is this one right here. So this is from Huda Beauty. I'm actually pretty shocked that I like a stick foundation from Huda. Now this one gives me a pretty nice solid medium coverage. With this product, when I go over my forehead area, that I do this a lot, I tend to put very little product on purpose because this is something that covers a lot more, so it is going to look a little bit more makeup-y. But for being a stick foundation, it actually gives me a pretty nice natural look, but it's still gonna look like I have makeup on. I sometimes feel like stick foundations can make you look a little cakier. This one doesn't. This one actually has more of a skin look, and I'm actually shocked by that. Huda Beauty tends to be a brand that likes to do things that are a little bit heavier, and I feel like this one was not. So this one, I got it in the color Latte 300N. I think the color is perfect for my skin tone. If anything, maybe it has a little bit too much red in it. I would have liked a little bit more yellow, but it's a great foundation. It looks very good on the skin. Almost the same as the IT Cosmetics. It looks great in photography and in pictures. It's actually one of those foundations that shocked me this year. I didn't think that this was going to be a winner for me, and it ended up being one of my top 5 for the year. So I'm actually pretty shocked with how much I like this product. There's no scent in it, which is fantastic. Huda Beauty loves to put scents in her products, and this one does not have it. I really, really, really am a huge fan of this stick foundation. So yeah, this is definitely a really nice option if you want a little bit more coverage than the IT Cosmetics one. That one will give you more coverage, and it looks really great on the skin. So now let's get into my most full coverage one that I found this year as well, but I really like this. Now this is not new to the market, but I tried it for the first time. So this is from Makeup Forever. If you guys know, I did do an online makeup school, and this is some of the products that they sent me. And I've always looked at this product, but I never bought it because Makeup Forever is not a brand that's constantly releasing new things that's, you know, like everybody's so excited for the new release of. So I just never picked this up. But when I started using this, especially for my assignments, I started to notice this thing is pretty spectacular, guys. Like, this is the perfect foundation for any camera work, or if you're taking pictures, if you're going to be on camera, if you're going to be in videography, if you're going to be in a wedding, or if you know you're going to be in a lot of photos for the day, this is the type of foundation you want. This is an HD foundation that is very lightweight, but it gives you really good coverage. Like, I feel like this one gives me more coverage than this one, and it's just amazing. Now I have two here because I mixed these two together. I have Y235 and Y365. These two I mixed together to make my perfect color. Now I am sure that they have millions of colors on their website and you don't have to mix, but the reason I do is because these two were sent to me part of the school, and when I mix them together I actually get like the perfect colors. So I might as well use these up and then maybe buy another one because this is a really, really good foundation. It's a very liquidy foundation, so kind of like the IT Cosmetics one, it doesn't go into any lines. It doesn't do more of that cakey effect. It kind of just like seeps into the skin, and it just makes you look pretty flawless. I feel like water-based foundations as you get older is kind of like where you start looking, because they don't go into lines. They kind of just like smooth over the skin, and they don't like pack on top. And this was such a great find this year. I didn't know how much I would like this foundation, and I really honestly love it. This is a fantastic, fantastic product. But yeah, guys, that is it. That is my top 5 foundations that I tried this year that I really honestly love so much. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Let me know down below if you guys have tried any of these and which one was your favorite. I'm sure a few of you guys have tried some of these this year because a lot of them did release this year, but let me know what you guys think. And thank you guys so much for recommending this one, because most of you guys did recommend this to me, and you guys were so right. It is so good. So thanks so much for watching. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk with you guys later. Bye.